ask and you shall receive, the squeaky wheel gets the grease. But when it comes to complaining, how can you voice your concerns and still get what you want?
Now, from dodgy airline food, say, to dirty hotel rooms, what is the best approach when it comes to tackling a tricky topic? For more, we're joined by UK etiquette coach William Hanson. Great to have you on the show, William.
Thank you for having me.
Let's get your best tips for complaining and getting what you want. What are they? What are your tips?
Well, it's always best to try and do it in person. So let's say you're staying in an hotel, go downstairs to reception or get a manager to your room. If it's, for example, I was in a hotel in Shanghai a few weeks ago and there was a problem with the lights in the rooms. Now, I can't sort of fully explain that when I'm downstairs at reception, so I had to get them to come to me. Be specific about it as well. Stick to the facts. I think a lot of people, a lot of Americans especially, will go in all guns blazing and will become very emotional about the situation. And actually, if you are quite specific, controlled, and stick to the facts, nobody can really argue with the facts. And hopefully you don't need to add in any extra emotion because actually your complaint speaks for itself.
I'm really interested to hear what you have to say about using social media, because you do see a bit of that these days. You know, someone has a bad experience, they jump on Twitter or whatever straight away. What are your thoughts on that?
Yes, complaining on social media can be a very useful sort of addition to your complaint, but I would try and flag it up there and then in the restaurant or the, obviously, airline. You can't then tweet whilst you're in the air or whatever it happens to be, and then use social media to back it up if necessary, if you are not getting the response. But actually, a lot of companies probably will be slightly more grateful that you haven't gone to social media, and they'll probably be more reasonable and sort of accommodating to you if you are able to sort it out there and then, rather than sort of almost bullying them into doing something. Yes.
What are the biggest mistakes people make when complaining? You say we should just stick to the specifics. What other mistakes do people make?
Well, I mean, social media and also emailing a complaint in. If it was a really serious complaint that I had about anything, I wouldn't send an email because emails are very easily ignored and lost. Much better, as I say, to speak in person, but to then follow it up with a letter, because we don't ignore letters as much as emails because we receive so few of them now. And also copy that letter up. If you're writing to the manager of a hotel, don't just write the letter to him, copy it, the old-fashioned version of copying it, send it as well and put at the bottom, copied to the managing director of the entire hotel chain, so that his manager sees it as well. And then that means that the manager is more likely to do something about it because he knows other people are seeing it.
Oh, that's a good tip.
So look, as an etiquette coach, can I ask, how do we Aussies compare to the rest of the world?
Well, you're very friendly and you're much more relaxed than we are in Britain. We are known for being slightly uptight, although not as uptight as we used to be. But you know, you're to each their own. It does vary from country to country. And there are some more relaxed attitudes in your part of the world.
So as the expert, what's the one lesson you'd like people to learn about etiquette?
Oh, that really, that good manners will get you much further than any sort of university degree or academic qualification. If you're nice to people, you will go much further, whether it's in your social life or professionally. People do business from people. If you are nice to people, they are more likely to do things for you, as we've seen with complaining or whatever it happens to be.
Yeah, there's a lot of truth in that.
Yeah.
William, good to speak to you. If ever I have a complaint about anything, I'm ringing William and getting him to do it on my behalf, because I think people would listen to William, don't you?
I do, and I've taken a lot from this. I do think there's something about the squeaky wheel getting the grease. So many people just keep their mouths shut. Sometimes it's worth complaining.
William's book, The Bluffer's Guide to Etiquette, is out now.